Hi everyone, it's Nurse Trendy here from Trendy Med Spa in Orlando, Florida. I have a lot of people asking me the same questions all over and over again about Botox treatment, what it is, how does that work, how long does it last. So today I'm going to compile 10 most asked questions about Botox treatment. So stay with me as we're going to go over all of that questions today for you. So here I am having 10 different questions that I normally get asked during my consultation, and I will choose the first question. So my first question would be, how does Botox work? So Botox works by relaxing the muscles in the face, and as you know, the muscle contracts, and with the contraction of each muscles, your skin will be pulled together and shows more wrinkles. So by injecting Botox into your facial muscle, it basically relaxing that muscle to help with facial wrinkles. All right, let's pick the second question. I love this question. So what is Botox? So Botox is a neuromodulator, and the medication is designed to basically block the receptor of the muscles. In short, it basically blocks the muscle from contracting. And as I said earlier, Botox helps relaxing the facial muscles because the muscle, when it's contracting, it basically pulls the skin. Okay, let's go to the third question. So I have a questions right here, and it is a very good question. What are the side effects of Botox? So Botox is a neuromodulator, and the most common side effect of the injection is headaches. Some people have that, not everyone has headaches, but if you do have headaches, a majority of the headaches may last for only a few hours. You don't have to suffer through the headaches throughout the whole day. Another common side effect of Botox injection is swelling and bruising, and that is actually not caused by the medication Botox itself. The bruising and swelling is caused by the injection of the medication. So every time you have a needle that is poking through your skin, there is a chance of bleeding, and bleeding does lead to bruising, but it doesn't last long. All right, let's go to our fourth question. Here I am, have a question that asks, at what age can I get Botox? This is actually a really good question. As a medical professional, we always have like a certain age limitation when it comes to Botox treatment for aesthetic. My rule of thumb is you need to be 18 years old and up in order to consent for the treatment. However, I really don't think that an 18-year-old has wrinkles, that needs to be treated. But Botox treatment can be used for any patients, any people in the early 20s or 30 as a way to prevent any severe wrinkles. And then when it comes to the age group of 40s or 50s, at that time the wrinkles can become very severe, and we recommend you to actually start a little bit earlier in your 30s, late 30s, as a way to prevent the wrinkles from being deeper. All right, let's move on to the next question. This question I get asked a lot as well. Does Botox hurt? So Botox injection does not hurt at all. We use a very small needles. We basically use an insulin syringe. The needles are super small, like a 31 gauge. And here at Trendy Med Spa, we try to give you the most comfortable treatment as possible. And I personally use a lot of syringes. If you are my patients and if you had my treatment before, you will see that I will come in with a tray full of syringes, and I just want you to be comfortable, because when the needles get poked through your skin multiple times, the needles becomes a little dull. So we just don't want you to feel a little bit of that uncomfortable sensation. So in short, Botox injection doesn't hurt. It almost feels like a mosquito bite, like a little pin. Are you ready for the next question? Let's do this questions right here. What happens if I stop Botox injection? So this is a very interesting question, as I get asked a lot for all of my first timer with Botox. So my answer is the lines and the wrinkles that you had before getting Botox treatment will all come back when you don't have Botox injections anymore. It does not necessarily make the lines a little bit deeper or more severe. It's just because you were used to having the full face with no lines or no wrinkles at all, and when the lines come back, it almost made you feel like a little bit more severe, but it's actually not. All of your lines and the wrinkles will stay the same, and it does change after the aging process. Like for example, if you had Botox treatment 10 years ago and you stop and now you're coming back, definitely your lines and wrinkles will be a little bit more severe compared to how they looked 10 years ago. Are you ready for the next one? Let's go with me. Alright, so this question right here is very interesting, and it's very important for me to address this question. When can I see the result from Botox? So as I said earlier, on the market right now, we have 5 different kinds of neuromodulators like Botox, Jeuveau, Dysport, Xeomin, and Demystify. Each medication will have a different duration because each one has a different recipe and different medication. But as far as duration, it typically lasts somewhere between 3 to 6 months. Depends on what neuromodulator do you get on the market. Usually for typical Botox, I recommend my client to come back every 3 to 4 months to get the treatment done, and it's very important to maintain the treatment so you don't see lines and wrinkles coming back. Alright, so we are down to 3 more questions today. So let's pick one more and see what we need to talk about. Okay, so how many treatments of Botox do I need to get to the result that I want? So the result and expectations varies based on your skin condition, the severity of the wrinkles, and your age as well. So typically with treatment with Botox, you only need one treatment to already see the result. The lines will be softened or to like almost gone 100%. But like I said, depends on the severity of the wrinkles and the elasticity of your skin due to your age and when you start the Botox treatment, but you typically only need one treatment to really see the result. And if you have a lot of lines or really deep wrinkles, it may take a few treatments for the deep lines to be gone completely. Okay, so here we are down to 2 more questions. Let's pick this one right here and see what we need to talk about. This is a really nice question that I love to address. Can men have Botox? My answer is absolutely. I do have a lot of male clients and I love treating them because, you know, it has always been like a taboo that Botox is only for women, and you know, men doesn't need to get Botox injection. But with the recent trend that I see nowadays, that I have treated a lot more men in my clinic here, because men do need to have a face without wrinkles, but you also have to find an injector who really understands the men's facial anatomy, and because you know the men muscles, they have stronger and bigger muscles, so you need to have the provider who understands that dynamic and who have experience in treating the men's face. So yes, my answer is yes, absolutely, men can have Botox. Alright, so here comes the last questions that we have, and last but not least, so let's see what we have here. Perfect. So this question is a perfect way to really end this session right here. How long does the result last? So this question wants me to address how long does the treatment of Botox will last. Like I mentioned earlier, there are 5 different types of neuromodulator or neurotoxin on the market right now, and each medication does have a different duration. For example, I usually say Botox and Jeuveau and Dysport typically last somewhere between 4 months up to 5 months, and then the new one, Demystify, can last a lot longer. I would say if Botox lasts about 3 to 4 months for you, then Demystify will last somewhere between 6 to 7 months. There you have it. I addressed all 10 questions that I normally get asked, and if you have any additional questions, just let me know. But stay tuned as I will discuss the top 10 questions that usually get asked when it comes to filler.